kids with disabilities or learning disabilities or mental health and all of those things that are very important are met at Spaulding. Those thoughts, those fears are all met in different ways, and that brings you comfort knowing your kid is in a good place.
What do you see for the future as they continue through the day school? How do you see the...
I see brilliant kids.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I see kids that are going to adventure off with where they need to be in life. I see kids that are going to be set up for it. I see kids that are going to be confident. And I see a lot less stress and anxiety of things that I used to deal with that I don't have to anymore.
Wow.
So I see a bright future for them now. Not that I would never say that, in any other circumstance, but just the difference and how far we've come, I feel confident with saying that. So.
Wow. So it was more of a concern before, but
Absolutely.
now it's you've got that peace.
Absolutely.
Wow. What about you, Carol?
Well, I'm hopefully looking forward to, having them participate more often with Spaulding, and even possibly into high school, which is a huge concern for me, where typical supports fall off. I do have a daughter with special needs, physical, and in high school, each step as you go in the standard school system, you get less and less support. And as they get closer and closer to, being on their own, they need more support. They need as much support and encouragement as they can. So, with a high school program, I see them being set up for success instead of set up for disappointment.
Agreed.
And, yeah.
Which is the best part about this. Like, my daughter has social anxiety huge, and the fact of her changing schools or environments is crucial to her, and a fear that is like no other. And the fact that she knows she can stay in one place throughout her entire, that's all that matters. That's all that matters to her, is in her thought process, that she doesn't have to, change schools, change friends, change environments, change routine. She's very routined in what she does. That's how she learns best. She needs to be aware of every situation. And with Spaulding, she can, because she has control of her environment, which she can't have that elsewhere. And that is and that's where people, with, kids with disabilities or learning disabilities or mental health and all of those things that are very important are met at Spaulding. Those thoughts, those fears are all met in different ways, and that brings you comfort knowing your kid is in a good place, and they're actually being watched, and their education is being given, and all of these things that you don't see in other school systems, because they're overwhelmed and they're overcrowded and we're being failed. So I wish that everybody could experience what we're experiencing, and I think the more knowledge that gets out there about it, like, everyone's gonna look back and like, why didn't we do this sooner? That's all I can say.
Right.